Heather here, and you know what, I'm so excited. I have subscribers, I've got a growing community of amazing people, and I'm so from the bottom of my heart, I'm so grateful for that. And I'm getting requests, and one of the requests is, how do I do my eye makeup when I'm wearing glasses? And I've done a lot of research on this, and I'm ready for you guys. Let's go. So I've really done a lot of research on this, and oh my gosh, like there's so many different kinds of glasses out there. I've been talking and researching with makeup artists. I've been researching with my husband, who has like 6 times magnification glasses. Oh, poor Bill. Say hi, Bill.
Hi, Bill.
He's behind the camera. And also people with nearsightedness and you know, where their eyes look smaller and all that sort of thing. So let me just kind of show you what I'm talking about here. And of course I have no eye makeup on because I'm going to show you the applications. Yay! So yeah, so here's Bill's glasses. Aww. Now I'm actually going to put them on. But you can see how they magnify. And now with the other glasses that make your eyes look like smaller, there you go. And yeah, be sure that you don't wear anybody else's glasses. You should have the right prescriptions for yourself. So I'm showing you 2 applications, one for the magnifying, as I mentioned, and one for the one that makes your eyes look smaller. So let's get started. Now, first of all, I do have my foundation on. I've put a fuller foundation on today. I do have a video for that, and somewhere I'll make a link up there for you to take a look at the foundation. Hey, if I showed you all my foundation and everything, this thing would go on for hours, so we don't want to do that. But I also have, and I'll put a link up there as well, for a natural kind of foundation. So whatever you do, remember, you're going to get those little nose things, and especially if you are taking off and on your glasses. So bring a little bit of touch up for your nose, for those little places where they kind of go all red on you. Oh, and something that I found out, especially from the makeup artists, a lot of people who wear eyeglasses, they also wear contacts. And it's a real problem if you get the eye makeup that I'm talking about into your eyes, all right? So really watch those contacts. If you get them dirty, if you get all kinds of cruddy stuff all over them, like toss them out and use some new ones, because some of these eye infections can be really bad for you. I mean, really bad. Now, as most of you know, I'm a mature, older woman, and I have kind of hooded and droopy eyes. So I'm going to be doing a little bit of a swoosh for that kind of eye makeup. And if you want to see that eye makeup video, again, I'm doing a lot of videos now. It's awesome. I'm really enjoying it too. Anyway, somewhere up there, you're going to find the link for that. But in that video, I did not use an eye primer. And you know, the primer for the eyes. I have it on right now, and the reason that I have primer on for this eyeglass video is because when the eyeglasses are on, it gets really kind of warm in there, and because there's really no airflow. And also, you know, you have magnification sometimes, which also makes it a little bit warm, and we want this eyeshadow to stick. Now, the brows are so important with glasses. Now, I'm just going to put on kind of a narrow frame here, and you can see how important it is for my brows to be done. And yeah, I mean, they're just, if they're not in good shape, if they're all hairs all over the place, and even with for this other glasses, you can see all your little hairs that were supposed to be plucked. So let's do these brows. Now, I've already done the brows, to be honest with you. Again, for the sake of time, I've got to really make sure that, you know, I'm not dragging this video out, but again, I did a brow video, and it's for natural brows, not these really heavy, filled in kind of looks. It's really a more natural brow. So in order to do this, I'm just going to do a real quick, like what I do in the other video, and I brush it up with a spoolie. I fill it in with, this is a nice taupe for my coloring. I mean, you might be using a dark brown for your skin color, or a black even, but for me, I'm filling these in. I'm again making sure that it's nice and up. And also, I love this wax. This is a wax. And just to give the definition, I want to make sure that I sort of use the wax there and bring those brows up, because this is going to frame. People are going to be looking at your eyes, your beautiful glasses, and your eyebrows. So let's talk lashes. And if you love those false eyelashes kind of thing, hey, you might want to check them out before you put on your glasses. And I mean check them out for a while, because if you're blinking and you're hitting the front of your eyeglasses, they could start to droop and the glue come, you know what I'm talking about, right? So we don't want that to happen in the middle of a party or some important meeting or something like that. So yeah, really check them out. My suggestion would be not to wear false eyelashes. I'm going to show you some applications of mascara where you can put it on a little bit thicker, but if you really want to use the false eyelashes, curl them. Where's my curler? Yeah, curl them with an eye curler, I guess that's what it's called, before you put them on. So at least they'll do a nice subtle kind of swoosh upwards, and maybe not be touching your you know, your eyeglasses. But the other thing is, I'm going to get into the mascara in a few minutes for both eyes. It's done differently for both, but I would also suggest maybe wearing a waterproof mascara for glasses, or definitely something that lasts a long time and doesn't smudge, and you know, usually the more expensive kind of end for that, because we don't want to walk around with raccoon eyes and not even know it. Oh, and for the lips, I'm going to suggest that you have a very natural looking lip. You don't want to be competing with some great big bright or dark brown or something lips with this beautiful eye makeup that you have and your nice new glasses, or even old glasses. You don't want to be competing. Now, hey, maybe you're going to a gala or a party or something like that. Oh, and by the way, sorry, I'm skipping around. I know I do that. Again, I did a video on natural look lips, so check that out too. But jump back again, as far as the galas and the parties and everything. Yeah, maybe you want to put a darker lipstick on, but for most people that are wearing glasses, they're going to wear contacts to galas and fancy events and that sort of thing. So for the everyday kind of thing, let's keep it more natural. Now, if you're the kind of person who can't see distance, just use a regular mirror. But if you're the kind of person that can't see close up, use a magnifying mirror. I hope I'm not shining this all over the place, but you can get even a 10 times magnifying mirror, and then the regular one on the back, and this one kind of sits up. It's kind of cool. And you know what, we have a link maybe in the comments or down below somewhere where if you buy a mirror and you click on it, yes, we get a little bit of money. We get a small little wee bit of commission, but a big thank you if you do click on it and buy a mirror from us. I really appreciate it. Anyway, so mirror, magnifying mirror if you really can't see close up. Okay, so remember those glasses where the eyes look smaller. Okay, the eyes are looking smaller. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start up with the eyeliner for this particular application. Now I'm going to be doing a bit of a, I've got purple on, so I'm going to be doing a bit of a mauve palette on both eyes. And for that, I'm just going to be using a navy. I don't want to go too black on this because I think that it's going to be harsh, and in the smudging and everything, there's a lot of room for error. So I'm just going to put a little bit of eyeliner here. This looks fabulous with blue eyes, by the way. a bit of a swoosh there. But also I'm going to use a cotton swab and I'm going to kind of smudge it out a little bit. Because when those glasses come on, there you go. All right, so now for the eyelid. Because I'm doing a kind of a mauve palette, I'm going to use a pink on the eyelid, not shiny. You don't want that sparkly look underneath the glasses because it's just going to reflect all over the place. So I'm just going to do this in a very kind of a matte pink, and it's not even really pink, it's kind of pinky beige. So let's do that. And just before I do that, I know you're asking me for these products, and I'm telling you for sure we're working on it. There's a lot of things about copyrights and trademarks these days, and we don't want to get stuck having to take our videos down. So I promise you that's coming really shortly, and we're working on it. We really are. Okay, so here we go. And we're just going to put that on the lid. Okay, remember we want the eyes to really open up. So I've got this incredible, I just found this a little while ago, this incredible white eyeliner. And you just put it on the waterline. You know, not too much. And you can see how it's really opening up my eyes. Now, if I put the dark underneath there, it would actually close up my eyes a bit. So I've also heard from my wonderful subscribers that there's also shades of like nude colors and beiges in this as well. So yeah, if you've got those kind of glasses, this is really going to help. Now, for the kind of upper part of my crease, you can see this is dark and I've got a lighter one. You know what, sometimes you just have to go shopping for this type of thing because once you've got it, you've got it. And so I'm just going to use the lighter part for the crease in my eye. And I'm using this brush. It's a great brush. And yeah, just a little bit. I don't even go all the way in because the blending of this has to be perfect. So just a little bit like that. And then again, we can take kind of a cotton swab and do a little bit of this. All right, so let's try the darker one. Now you can see in my eye here, even when I'm sort of like this, that it still is kind of light down here. So I want to get a little bit of definition. So I'm going to go right in here with the darker one. You can see that. And also line up the swoosh a little bit. So my downturn, droopy eyes, hooded eyes, whatever you want to call them, have a little bit more of an upward turn. So yeah, you can sort of see how that is coming along. Blend, blend, blend. And there we go. So I'm using a mauve color on my eyes, but hey, you know, you can use browns and you can use beiges, and there's all different colors that you can use on your eyes. Now, because we're going to be accentuating the eyes and people are really going to look at them, I'm this time not going to put mauve underneath because I want to go with a brown color. So, and I'm using this brush. I love it. It's very good at angling right into there underneath the eyes and the eyelashes. So let's just sort of do very subtle. I like this a lot better than a liner. And again, we got that swoosh going up there. So let's accentuate that a little bit. Now remember, we want these eyes to really be accentuated and looking big. So I'm going to get a little bit more of that pink, or if you're using brown, maybe a light beige or something. And I'm just going to put it up here on the brow bone and a little tiny bit in the eye. Now, I'm not using a highlighter or anything because I don't want that sparkle just reflecting all over the place. So this just gives me a nice little something on the brow bone and a little bit in between the eyes. And so now we're doing mascara. This is the tricky part. Get a good mascara. If your mascara is really old and clumpy, it's not going to work for you. I'm just going, because we have to really lift those eyes and keep them separated, eyelashes I should say, not the eyes, and really keep them separated. And this isn't going to happen in just one great big, okay, I'm done. If you really want to look pretty, if you really want your eyelashes not to look phony, go ahead and do them in about 3 layers, especially for this one. Because remember, you've got that lighter on the eyelid, so you really want to make sure that those mascara is looking good. Anyway, I'm going to speed this up while I keep on doing mascara. So I was really careful with the mascara, and as you can see, it's not clumpy at all. It's really quite pretty. And you can also see the difference between the non-makeup eye, how it's kind of droopy, and how the makeup eye, how I did it, really helps those hooded and downturn and droopy eyes. So let's just see how it looks with the glasses on. So here we go. And if we can just do a little close-up, I think that you'll see that this is very pretty. It's very awake, alive, and even though my eyes are looking a little bit smaller, with the extra mascara and the way that I did it with the lightness on the lid, etc., it really kind of makes them pop. Now let's do the eye for the glasses that are magnifying and very unforgiving. So we got to do some blending. We maybe want to make the eyes look a little bit smaller, and yeah, so let's just get to, oh, and by the way, I would really suggest for both of them that you use a powder eyeshadow, not one of those kind of greasy, creamy eyeshadows, because if it starts to look greasy, that's going to be magnifying, especially with these kind of glasses. Now for the eyeliner, we can go a little bit thicker on this one. So yeah, let's just sort of do that. Again, I'm using the navy because I'm still using the palette of the, hopefully I don't have the mirror right in front of you guys, but yeah, so I can do that little swoosh here. And again, the blending is very important, and so I'm back. Okay, so yeah, let's do a little bit of blending here. You see how that's bigger than this one? Okay, and we'll tell you why in just a minute. Now you remember the lighter mauve that I used, not the darker mauve, but the lighter mauve, and I used this particular brush with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually put this on my lid. So let's just go ahead. Not too dark. That's a bit dark. So my friend, the cotton swab. So we're just going to do this a little bit. And also bring it up a bit. A little bit of a swoosh here. Now because this magnification is so unforgiving, I'm not even going to do the dark in the crease. I'm just going to keep using this lighter mauve into the crease. Because if I start mixing and matching, you're just going to see the difference. So I'm not even going like into here. I'm just going sort of a little past halfway, doing my little swoosh for my hooded eyes. And yeah, it's warm here, so I'm getting a little bit of transference from this into here from the eyeliner. And you know what? We've got to take that off. It's probably just a little bit of excess. Now for underneath the lashes, again, I'm going to stick with this brown. I don't want to be magnified and look like purple everywhere. So I just want to put a little bit, I'm using this brush again. I love this little brush. So I'm just going to kind of go this way. Oh, you know what? Yeah. Little swoosh up. And again, cotton swab it. Okay. Now for the magnification, we can actually use a darker color on our waterline. I probably wouldn't use a black. I think that would look a little harsh, but I'm using this navy. You could use a gray or something like that. But I'm just going to put it lightly on the waterline here. And that is actually going to close up the eye a little bit. Mascara time. Again, you don't want clumpy mascara. You want to make sure it's a good, maybe waterproof, it's definitely long lasting and smudge proof. And we don't have to put probably 3 layers on this because we've got a lot going on with the eyeliner and everything, and some of this isn't going to be showing up as much as it is on this particular eye. So with the magic of editing, I'm going to start doing my mascara and speed it up again so you're just not waiting for me to do this whole thing. So the mascara is on, and as you can see, it's very, very light. I'm letting some of the eyeliner and the under eyeliner sort of take care of where I would have clumped down a lot of mascara, because once you put on glasses like this, like you can sort of tell on this eye over here, it's going to make the mascara look like, whoa! So, you know, we're just going to put on a light bit of mascara, but still have that prettiness around the eyelashes. So, yeah, so let's just see this one with the magnification. I like it. Now we changed the lighting a little bit. It was a little too reflective. So I just want to show you how pretty this looks with these magnifying glasses on. And yeah, I think it looks really, really nice. So there you have it. I really hope that this eyeglass tutorial really helps, and remember, a lot of it has to do with the mascara and all that sort of thing, but yeah, I'm very, very happy to have done this for you, and it was a request or two from my wonderful subscribers. I love you guys. You know, you're just inspiring me to keep on making these videos, and so from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. And if you haven't subscribed and you want to join our little community here, there's a little button at the bottom there. And you know, I usually show our little Yorkie here, and our little Yorkie in dog years is actually over 50 years old, yes, and he's got pretty bad eyesight too. A lot of times when we take him out for a walk, he barks at a garbage can, and then when he gets up to it, he realizes it wasn't really an animal, and he's a little embarrassed, but hey, it happens to the best of us. So in the meantime, I'm really looking forward to making more of these for you, and take care. Everyone's invited to subscribe and join us on our videos.